Beyond the Gates spoilers for Tuesday, August 12th, suggest that Jacob Hawthorne will have a realization, while Leslie Thomas does some investigating. It's been said that Jacob will solve a mystery on Tuesday's show. However, it sounds more like the cop will have an epiphany of sorts. BTG spoilers hint that he and wife Naomi Hawthorne will finally figure out who June's kids are, as the woman carries around a photo of two littles, who are said to be her children. Beyond the Gates, fans have already been speculating that the two in the picture are none other than Samantha Richardson and Tyrell Richardson, so it looks like this storyline will finally explode wide open. Speaking of Samantha, she'll scheme for the greater good during the August 12th episode when she comes up with a plan to get Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty Smith to reconcile. Whatever Samantha has up her sleeve will work, but with added teasers implying that her and Tyrell's world is about to implode. She'd better enjoy the small bit of happiness she and her adoptive family get now, before things change. Finally, Leslie will get a weird piece of correspondence, so she'll go digging to find more information. Is it a letter from the police? Or maybe the government? It also could be communication from an old friend or family member, since Leslie is about to get an unexpected visit from someone in her past. In fact, Leslie is shown in the BTG Weekly Preview, completely caught off guard when she opens the door and sees an older lady standing there. As per the X handle, A Beyond the Gates fan, actress Arlie Michelle has been cast as the older woman, whose name is Peaches, and viewers can also expect to see her in scenes with Ted Richardson. Beyond the Gates spoilers tease that Peaches probably played some sort of role in Ted and Leslie's affair, way back when, so it'll be interesting to see her arrive on canvas and fill in the gaps where their romance is concerned. Bill is surprised to find Haley having morning coffee with Sammy, who supposedly swung by to return her phone and purse. Once he leaves, Haley tells Bill she's not doing so great, leading him to literally sweep his wife off her feet and take her to bed to rest. It certainly seems that way when she finds him on the couch, as opposed to in her bed, contemplating his future. He's starting to think he wants to settle down with someone, and they both know that was never going to be her. He continues to offer her comforting words, and she says she'll miss that even more than the mind-blowing sex. Danny wishes Andre and Ashley well, before admitting she doesn't really mean it. But my parents taught me manners. She then heads off to talk to Bill and Haley. With Haley resting upstairs, Danny apologizes to her ex, taking full responsibility for what happened. But he insists an all-too-familiar argument with you wasn't likely to be the cause. In a beautiful, relatable, and deeply emotional scene, Bill admits that he saw this baby as a second chance to make up for the mistakes he made, mostly involving not being around as much as he should have, with Chelsea and Naomi. He begins softly crying, and when Danny goes to comfort him, Haley walks in behind them. Danny apologizes to Haley sincerely for everything that went down, including having accused her of faking the pregnancy. Haley says Danny's timing is perfect because she's just too damn tired to read her for filth. Once she leaves, Haley admits to Bill that she's not sure she can go through this again. But Bill remains confident this could still happen for them. So much so, he's going to put another $100K in the college account meant for their child's college education. Danny shows up at the family mansion to talk with Nicole. Dubbing herself pathetic, Danny asks how her sister could possibly love her. They have a long conversation, during which Danny admits she still loves Bill, and that they bubbled to the surface when he opened up to her about the loss of the baby. Jan and her daughter have another discussion about Ashley's love life, with the younger woman insisting that she and Andre aren't going to be a thing. In fact, Ash plans to depend on herself instead of a man, which thrills Jan. But moments later, Andre strolls into the hospital, presenting Ashley with a lovely gift, one of his photos, to remind her of their night in Paris, and saying he broke up with the other woman he was seeing. Rather than be thrilled, Ashley, "Oh girl, do we need to slap some sense into you?" goes into sad sack mode and says they can't be together. "So you want to stop before we've even started?" he asks before walking away, clearly upset and disappointed. Anita catches Vernon trying to sneak out of the house early. He claims to have meetings on the docket, but when Nicole arrives, Anita admits she thinks there's something more going on. Conversation turns to the concert, and that Anita has finally been able to forgive herself for what happened with Barbara years earlier. Later, Vernon meets his wife at the country club so they can get together with a special visitor, longtime friend Devon Hamilton. The Genoa City resident is there to make Anita a mind-blowing offer. While Anita says she doesn't have the bandwidth to create an album, even with a co-producer credit, she suggests he sign Tracy and Sharon to a deal. Better still, she comes up with the idea of releasing a classic Articullet song, complete with Barbara's vocals lifted from an old demo. They hug it out, after which he crosses paths with Danny. The look she gives as he walks away leaves us wondering if they might have shared a past, or be heading for a future. Beyond the Gates spoilers suggest some major moments during the week of August 11 to 15. And there are also some casting changes to talk about. Who's coming and who's going on the CBS soap over the next 5 days? Read more below. The Young and the Restless's Devon Hamilton, played by Brighton James, will appear in the first ever crossover storyline for the new CBS soap during the Monday, August 11th episode. Devon will present a shocking proposal to Anita Dupree, so it sounds like he'll either present her with a music deal or possibly have more concert dates lined up. As the weekend hits, the Articullets will have to make a decision about their future. So what will the trio decide? And could fans see Anita in Genoa City at some point? BTG spoilers imply that June will be seen during the week of August 11 to 15, as Naomi Hawthorne will prepare the nervous woman for a major meeting on Thursday, August 14th. It sounds like Jacob Hawthorne will realize that Tyrell Richardson and Samantha Richardson are the two kids in the photo that June holds so dear, and that she's their biological mother. This is a major bombshell that is sure to stir up a ton of drama on the canvas, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next. Chelsea Hamilton's unhinged ex-girlfriend, Allison, played by Brianna Roberts, will reappear during the Wednesday, August 13th show. Added teasers suggest that Chelsea will lay out some boundaries for Allison, but will Allison adhere to them? She's been crossing lines all over the place where Chelsea is concerned, so it sounds like this may turn into a stalker obsession storyline. Fans will have to tune in to see how this all unfolds. The Beyond the Gates, What to Watch moments for Tuesday, August 12th, 25, reveal that people are sneaking around for different reasons. Samantha is scheming, Jacob is sleuthing, and Leslie is inserting herself in another situation. But it's not what you think. Samantha is concocting a plan to help Martin and Smitty reconcile. She's desperate to make it happen, so this plan will take a bit of scheming. Will it work? Or is it too late for Smitty and Martin to get back together? We're interested in seeing what she has up her sleeve. Meanwhile, Jacob is putting on his detective cap. He's trying to solve a mystery that's been troubling the Fairmont Crest community. Jacob and Naomi just found Samantha and Tyrell's biological mother. This news is going to unnerve Martin and Smitty, who are already in a difficult place. Their chances to reconcile might not last. Also, how did Naomi uncover this information? It's possible there's a connection to someone else they've been searching for, such as Regina or June. Once again, Leslie is probing. This time, she'll investigate a peculiar correspondence that could lead to unsettling implications. Leslie could have a blast from her past. She opened her door to her apartment and saw a woman standing there, right in front of her. This might not be good news for Fairmont Crest. Many mysteries are unfolding in this gated community, and nothing will stay secret for long. It was really great to see Genoa City's own Devon Winters enter the dining area of the Fairmont Crest Country Club during the Monday, August 11th episode of Beyond the Gates. The Young and the Restless character is a billionaire music mogul who had a proposition for Miss Anita Williams Dupree. While he didn't get everything he wanted out of the meeting, the show seemed to leave things open for further crossover opportunities. Fresh off the Articulet's comeback concert, Anita and Vernon met with Devon, CEO of Winters Inc. Music is huge for Devon, and that's why he found himself in a sit-down with Fairmont Crest's king and queen. He had a proposition for Miss Anita. He offered her a record deal for a new solo jazz album that she would co-executive produce with him. As expected, however, Anita turned down his proposal, citing not having the bandwidth for a project of this magnitude. Instead, she wanted to devote herself to her family. Just like she did with the tour the agent proposed, she decided to create a pivot situation that benefited the other two Articullets. She pitched an R&B album for Sharon and Tracy. To spice up the deal, Anita suggested she could potentially be a featured artist on a couple of the tracks. Devon seemed cool with the evolution of this deal. Then Anita added a little more spice by suggesting they re-release an old Articullet song called Let's Get Closer. But to make it special and newsworthy, they would mix in Barbara's vocals. Anita explained that they had old demos with her voice, and Devon could layer them into the track. This was yet another way Anita could help pay tribute to Barbara and get a little more money for her family. While Anita was all about lifting others up, hopefully, one day, she'll leap back into the spotlight. She can lift others and lift herself up at the same time. While Devon and Danny's interaction was brief, it was memorable. Devon asked her to put in a good word with her mom, who had rejected his offer of a jazz record deal. Danny mentioned that once her mom says no, it's set in stone, but she'll try. Would love to see more between these two someday. What did you think of Devon on BTG? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. On Beyond the Gates, the very first soap crossover event with The Young and the Restless had the one and only Devon Winters attempting to make a music deal with Anita Dupree and the Articullets. The moment soap fans have been looking forward to for over a week now happened. Y&R's Devon Winters strode with purpose into the Fairment Crest Country Club to meet with Anita and Vernon Dupree. Big smiles and a confident swagger were how Devon entered, and his mind-blowing proposition that was hinted at was soon announced. After handshakes and hugs, the three sat down and got straight to business. Devon laid it out. He had live-streamed the Articulet's concert. The feedback was electric, and the fans wanted more. Devon offered Anita a record deal with complete creative control over the arrangements and the track lists, everything an artist could hope for. Anita had her answer quickly, and despite Vernon asking her to take a moment to think about it, Anita was resolute. She let Devon down gently, saying that she didn't have the bandwidth to invest that much of herself at this time. But would he settle for 2 out of 3 Articullets? Anita went on to explain that Sharon and Tracy deserved their time in the spotlight and suggested how to make it happen. If Devon agreed, then Anita would agree to appear as a guest artist on several tracks. Both Sharon and Tracy have felt robbed of the chance to have their voices recorded in their own music deal. To sweeten the deal, Anita suggested that they re-release the track Let's Get Closer, but add Barbara's vocals on it. Anita felt there was no better way to memorialize Barbara as the original Articullet and her contributions to the band than by extracting her vocals from digitized archives of their demo tapes. She told Devon that they could run them with the 3 surviving Articullets' vocal tracks of the song, and the world would get to hear the Articullets as they should have sounded. Devon appeared very interested in this idea and couldn't wait to meet Sharon and Tracy to get something inked sooner rather than later. Devon crossing over adds a lot of value to the already amazing storyline and journey of Anita Williams Dupree and the Articullets. And who could forget the double take and coy look on Danny's face after she met Devon on his way out? Settle down, Danny. He's happily married to a lovely lady back in Genoa City. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates on Tuesday, August 12th, 2025. These boys are going to need some help if they are ever going to patch things up between each other. Everyone has had a go so far. People have tried appealing to their love for each other, Anita and Nicole, while Danny had a different tactic to get Martin to come to the Articulet's concert. It may just work on Smitty's soul too. In Tuesday's episode, Samantha schemes to help Martin and Smitty reconcile. Something has to get through to them both. Jacob is pursuing several targets at the moment, notably Leslie, and building a case against her that will take her down for the attack on Laura in her car, and the subsequent one in her hospital room when she injected her IV line with potassium to keep her in the hospital by creating a heart attack. Next up is the murder in Stance Park. His father has closed the case and told Jacob it's to be left alone, but will Jacob's belief in law and order, right and wrong, and the pursuit of justice have him continue anyway? In Tuesday's episode, Jacob solves a mystery, but is it related or a more personal and family-related one? Samantha and Tyrell get some crazy news this week. Their biological mom has been found. Could this be the mystery mentioned? Leslie has been relatively quiet these days. Being a disturber of the peace took a back seat to seeing her music idols, the Articullets. Leslie went to the concert with her daughter Eva and managed to enjoy it and not do a thing to make people hate her more. Even so, just being there made Nicole angry, and she took the time to seek both of them out at Orphe Jean's and told her so, in a fierce and berating tone. In Tuesday's episode, Leslie investigates a peculiar correspondence. Where will this lead? Is this dig into the past about to unearth yet more skeletons in closets? On Beyond the Gates, it looks like it's the end of an era, out with the Ted and in with the... Nicole may be blasting all the single ladies as she Febrezes her life this week. The ups and downs on our favorite soap have taken us for a heck of a ride in the almost 6 short months it's been on our screens. And here we go again. Nicole is filing for divorce from longtime husband Ted Richardson. Some fans say this is a long time coming after everything that Nicole has had to put up with lately, and that it was bound to happen. What was supposed to be a celebration of decades of marriage and love became a nightmare for Nicole when her anniversary party destroyed her perfect world. Nicole was blindsided by the reveal of an affair, a secret daughter, and the daughter and mother conspiring to rip the rug out from under her and her family. Nicole felt like the hits kept coming. Martin was having nightmares about an incident when 2 racists attacked him and Vernon a couple of years ago, and Ted was part of the subsequent fallout and cover-up. Everywhere she looked, there was a reminder of the lies and betrayal. On some level, Nicole must have realized that Leslie was still acting in a way to keep the animosity alive and brewing. But suddenly, enough was enough. The time has come for Nicole to learn for herself that she needs to take back control of her life, to stop being reactive, and start being proactive with her happiness. In a move some of us saw coming but never really expected it to happen, Nicole will file for divorce this week, and the blow will hit Ted like a hammer. There is a certain irony at play here, though, as both Nicole and her sister Danny, heck, everyone, has been advocating for Smitty to forgive his husband Martin for the lies told to protect the ones they love. I'll give you that one more time. Lies were told to protect the ones they love. Sounds vaguely familiar to what Ted said to Nicole, and to everyone he explained his actions to. Should Nicole practice what she preaches? In time, Nicole might understand what Ted was doing, and sure, it's not like characters can't get remarried. This is a soap. And look, already a potential suitor is coming out of the woodwork, Ted's partner and family friend, Carlton Fitzgerald. Dr. Smooth has already made the first moves on Nicole, and no doubt this will cause some friction, and we are all here for it. Where do you stand? Team Nicole and Ted or Team All the Single Ladies? Leave a comment below. Beyond the Gates Weekly Prediction Edition talks about Kat Richardson dumping the dud and Andre Richardson risking everything. We're going to talk about Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson. We've also got predictions for Tyrell and Samantha, for Eva Thomas, Dana Leslie Thomas, and Peaches for Kat and Tomas Navarro, and also for Andre. Let's dive right in. Our very first prediction: Nicole starts a revenge rebound romance. Thursday spoilers have Nicole making a move that stuns Dr. Ted Richardson. Looks like Nicole lawyered up and filed divorce papers to sever her ties to Ted legally. Of course, he wants back with Nicole, but Ted kind of had to expect this coming, right? Friday spoilers say Nicole and Danny Dupree comfort each other. That could be about Nicole filing divorce documents. Also, this week, spoilers show Anita Dupree telling Ted he should fight for Nicole if he still loves her. Already, we have seen Ted's business partner, Hunky Carlton, flirting with Nicole, even before the trouble with Leslie and their marriage blew up. Carlton told Ted he's a lucky man to have a woman like Nicole. After the Articulet's reunion show, Carlton made a beeline to talk to Nicole at Fairment Crest. After being very helpful and serving as a buffer between Leslie and the rest of the Dupree family, Carlton was trying to ask Nicole to dinner, but Ted interrupted to talk to Nicole. He won't be there every time Carlton makes a move. After Nicole makes it official by filing those divorce papers, she may be ready to get her groove back. They say getting over one man is easier when you get under another one, but hooking up with Carlton Fitzgerald would really be a revenge move and a slap in the face to Ted because he sees the man every day at work. They're business partners. That is an awkward choice for a revenge romance, but kind of a good one. Our second prediction: June is Tyrell Richardson and Samantha Richardson's biological mother. Tuesday spoilers have Samantha playing matchmaker to try and get her dads back together. Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty Sue Smith are hanging out with Tyrell and Samantha for a family game night. That same day, spoilers say Jacob Hawthorne cracks a case and solves something. Wednesday spoilers have Samantha and Tyrell blindsided. According to spoilers, Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne tells Smitty and Martin they found Tyrell and Samantha's birth mom. Also on Thursday, Naomi helps June get ready for a big meeting. The troubled homeless woman that Naomi's been helping, June, who gave up her kids when she went off the rails, is likely the biological mother. Samantha and Tyrell are probably the kids in that photo June takes everywhere with her, although she denied having kids. June's sister cleared up some things when she talked to Naomi and Jacob. She was really upset because she said she would have gladly taken in the kids, but they were gone in the foster system and she couldn't find them. This all lines up with the timeline for when Samantha and Tyrell were adopted by Martin and Smitty. June is unstable, so this could be a very fraught situation. I think all of them are going to be stunned. Smitty, Martin, Samantha, and Tyrell. What I find interesting is this could be a family bonding revelation that pulls Smitty and Martin back together.